Okay, good morning, or good morning. Wow. Good evening. I don't know what end is up anymore. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is Wednesday night. It is your Wednesday night Dynamite stream. I'm just popping in a little early to say hello and give greetings and salutations and clean up a little bit of business this Saturday. Sunday Night Love. We're going to get in the time machine and go way back to 1997 and watch an episode of ECW Hardcore TV from 1997. I got special guests waiting in the wings here today, so this is going to be very exciting. I'm not going to bring them on yet. I'm going to do the big reveal at the top of the hour, as they say in the business. So everybody stick around, and in a couple of minutes we'll be ready with the Dynamite Watchy thing, the thing where we watch the things. I forget how to do all this. These 4 a.m. shifts are killing me, man. Good evening, good evening. It's time for AEW Watchalong with Boris. Da, 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 da.
If you need a feature, you just go Dynamite, Dynamite, Jazz Hands, it's Dynamite time with Boris.
Good evening, good evening. It's time to sit right down. We've got AEW, all the hype in town. Get comfy, get cozy, and bring a friend or 3, 'cause it's Dynamite night on your TV. The ring's all set.
All right, that's just about enough of that nonsense. Good evening. It is Wednesday night. It is time for the AEW Dynamite Watchalong, and I have fantastical guests, of course, the lovely and talented Ms.
Good.
Ms. Are you wearing a bathrobe, or is that like some sort
Oh,
of
it's a
like?
fuzzy sweater.
Oh, it's a fuzzy sweater. All right, how are you doing?
I'm doing well. How about you?
Are we ready for whatever this is going to be?
It's going to be fantastic, and also that country intro, so good.
Oh boy,
So
well,
good.
there's more. Well, you missed jazz last week, and we got more and more coming. And last but not certainly least, from Bleacher Report, Doc, it's Mueller, right? Is it Mueller?
Yeah, it's Mueller.
Okay, I didn't want to be the a-hole and be like, it's Mueller, and then I look like an a-hole, because I am not.
Boris,
I'm a lot of
with 3
things, but I'm
Rs.
not an a-hole.
No, it's like Bueller, Ferris Bueller.
Fair enough. All right, we are
It's
just
Wednesday.
getting to the beginning of Dynamite. We watched together Grand Slam. I don't remember a lot from it because Spencer and I were just basically BSing through the whole thing, but I remember it being a good show and I quite liked it. I think that Harley Cameron should have went over, but whatever.
I mean, I would have been super happy if Harley had won.
Ophelia, thoughts on Harley Cameron not going over? Is it a missed opportunity? I think so.
I think so. And not just because she was from there. I think she's the hot hand right now. I think that was your moment to make her a star. Like, so much, like, she's already a star, you know what I mean? But you could have made her a star. I mean, Mercedes still would have had 3 belts. She still would have had 3 belts. I mean, she could have won it back at Revolution or whatever the one is that's coming up next week. I mean, Harley could have had it for like 2 weeks and I would have been happy.
Well, I mean, this is where you could have moved her up to the, for the women's title, because now we have a babyface women's champion, and they could have just, there was a way that they could have her lose where she didn't have to necessarily lose, any heat or momentum or whatever you want to call it, and just move her up to the main title picture. But again, what do I know? We're starting off with MJF and
that's a face off between them. It's not a match, though.
No, they're gonna talk.
Corjan in the chat was saying it's going to be, he's excited for the match. I think once this match actually happens, it's going to be incredible, though.
I mean, their last match was pretty good.
I remember quite liking their last match, yes. Did you see the new accoutrements? Back in the back?
I saw, the skateboards.
Yes. The greatest thing ever. I'm obsessed with pawn shops now. You can find all kinds of random stuff at pawn shops for really cheap. And I found 2 Ramon skateboards, and I'm like, oh my God, I need to have those.
You found them at a pawn shop?
Yes.
You had your chair there as well, didn't you, at a thrift shop?
I got my chair at this beautiful, wonderful Calgary Flames chair. Yes, at a thrift shop. I'm becoming like a thrift buy person.
So secondhand thrifting, everything is so hot right now. So Boris, you are very on trend. I thought.
I am so hot right now.
So hot right now.
Yeah, I painted up the one because one of them was pretty much brand new. The other one was well used, but I painted it up and I did some research on Reddit on how to mount them, and they are mounted next to the Boris Tron, and I couldn't be happier.
Nice. Yeah,
so
you
we're
can find some
sassy cowboy shit. Sorry, go ahead, Tom.
I was just gonna say you could find some great stuff that way, like the teapot that I had bought you, Peggy. That was from a secondhand place, but it had like never been taken out of the box.
I collect Doctor Who things, and Doc found a TARDIS-shaped teapot that I was looking for. And I briefly mentioned it, and I think you just happened to find it after I'd mentioned that I couldn't find one online that was like less than $100.
Yeah, I got really lucky because I think it was Habitat for Humanity website had it, and it was so much cheaper than anything else I could find on eBay or anything.
When did he start wearing the red glasses? I feel like I missed that memo.
That is a better look. I know you guys don't care, but I am super jazzed about how cool those are.
They're very cool.
I don't know.
They are very
cool.
And
the one on the right I painted because it was all chipped up, but the one on the right, $10.
I know I saw the picture that you posted of them. I didn't realize that you found them at a thrift shop, though. That's amazing.
No, this was pawn shop.
Pawn shop, yeah.
All right, MJF is speaking. We have the blue motif. Yeah, the red glasses I think are relatively new.
I think he wore them the last time he was out. Oh no, not that exact pair though. I think his last pair was like really tiny compared to those.
It's definitely
there's something odd to the right of the stage there when you see the wide shot there. There's something look like big spray painted boards or something.
Well, there is a street fight tonight, so it's probably for that.
Fair enough.
For the Hobbs and Big Bill. I couldn't think of his real name. I was like, I almost said Cass.
I think it's cool that they taped some like an ROH special at while they were in Australia that they put up yesterday. So I got a hold of that, and I'm going to check that out and see if that was any good.
Everything I've seen from it was good.
Yeah, I heard good things.
So what is everybody talking about the ring they use in Australia? Is there some sort of
Doc, do you want to handle it or do you want me to?
So
is this just a much ado about nonsense? Who cares?
Yeah, they used an 18 by 18 ring instead of their normal 20 by 20. That's it.
My God.
Okay, so
we're blowing the lid off
the
of professional wrestling.
Is that Tony Khan apparently forgot or neglected to plan accordingly to send the ring, and he had to rent one when he was there, even though that was not the case. They never planned to send the ring at all. So it's just garbage is what it is.
Right. I think, what was it? QT Marshall tweeted out something like, this has been the plan for months. I don't know where you guys are getting your information.
Just people causing nonsense.
And it's not even the first time they've done it. When they did the Thunder Rosa Britt Baker cage match, that was an 18 by 18 ring. And the cage had like that little awkward space around it. But yeah,
lots of
people were
companies
just
do
being
that.
stupid.
Yeah, when GCW tour around to places, they'll use rings of local companies all the time and throw their turnbuckle cover or turnbuckle pads on it. And yeah, I don't know.
I mean,
People are
WWE
looking
had
for
an issue
nonsense.
sending a ring before with pirates and stuff in Australia, like towards Australia. So
I
like,
read
we're not
about
going to
that.
spend like we just don't be dumb. In the grand scheme of things in the world, the size of the ring, I didn't even notice that it was smaller.
Oh, I had no idea.
I was too busy watching what was going on in the ring.
I did during the first match, and then I immediately didn't care. Like, all I sent out was like, "Is that a slightly smaller ring than normal?" Like, that's all I posted about.
The only thing I noticed was that the apron looked like it was falling off her baggy, and I just thought that it wasn't on properly. I didn't even equate the thought that it might be because the ring is smaller than normal. Yeah. I was just like, that looks sloppy, but I didn't realize why. I mean, but I think it's because if the worst part of the show is that the ring was smaller than normal, then you've got some like weird things to complain about. But to me, that shows how good the show was, if that's what you're picking to complain about. But also, when can I buy a Mercedes puppet?
A what? Sorry? Oh, a Mercedes puppet?
Yeah.
I wonder what the cost to produce one of those would be to what they would have to charge for it.
Probably not that much. I mean, you look at the Penta masks, right? Like,
fair.
Like, I don't know how much they cost to produce, but they're like $70 US or whatever to buy. So, oh my God. He's the good guy, even though he burnt someone's house down. That's great. I do like this very conflicted Hangman, though. Like, he seems to feel bad about what he's done. Oh my God, we got to bleep out shit. Come on.
Where are we tonight? Saginaw, Michigan?
Arizona. I think Phoenix.
Well, I think they just announced pay-per-view in Arizona in
Glensdale.
May. Don't quote me on that because I don't know anything.
I think that's why they announced the pay-per-view today, because they were in Arizona today. I will say Tony Khan announcing the only women's match 6 hours before it goes live is not great optics to me.
Yeah. When they tweeted out the card yesterday, I saw a bunch of people replying, "So what are the women doing?" Like,
I mean, you just have, Tony, the brand new champ, and wasn't even advertised to even be there.
I was really happy that they had 2 women's matches on Grand Slam, considering they only had like 5 total. Mm-hmm. That was a good step in the right direction. I just hope. Did you guys see the sign that said "Kiss, you cowards"?
Yes, I did.
I love those, actually, when people bring those kind of signs, because it works for almost any 2 people that are in the ring.
Mm-hmm.
God, I love Hangman.
So that Winnipeg company with the weirdo guy canceled their show.
Oh, did they?
That's a damn shame, isn't it, weirdo guy?
What are we talking about?
So Ultimate?
I don't remember the name. I want to say Wrestling United, but don't quote me on that again because I might be wrong. But yeah, I guess their owner, Booker, whatever, was on a podcast talking about drooling over Megan Bain when she was there, and something else about women's matches being popcorn matches or something, and the people rightfully raged against that machine and they canceled the show. And
well, they broke the partnership and the sponsorship like immediately, and then it seems just like there's just too much bad press. They just had to cancel.
Yeah,
I saw the clips of that.
I saw the clips of that floating around.
Because what's her name? Liza was the first one I saw to cancel. Yeah. That was we were talking about the same show, and then Seb Wolf was just like, "Yeah, I'm not taking part in this shit." So,
why are people so dumb?
Why are people?
Yeah.
When's this match actually going to take place? Revolution?
I would assume.
Oh, another bleep. Revolution advertised there in the background, so I would say yes. I mean, I'm not mad that this is what's opening the show, but also I don't love promos opening the show.
It's a very WWE thing to do. I liked that AEW used to just start with the action right away and then do a promo or something.
But I think this has been such a big thing from last week, so people are just like waiting for it, get it out of the way, I guess, too.
But I mean, I think it would be smart to do it in the middle of the show. Then you keep people around who are interested.
The hour one main event.
Yeah. Yes. The contract signing.
Max is looking oranger and oranger every week.
Oh,
and I don't know if it's intentional or not, and it makes me laugh.
Yeah, I don't either, because his spray tans have not been the best.
I did notice that Chris Mueller's best friend, Adam Cole, had less spray tan recently, which was nice. Helping you plug your shit, Chris.
Yeah, I that will go up next Wednesday before Dynamite, I just found out.
Okay.
But yeah, I got to talk to him yesterday. That was a lot of fun. Like 25% of our interview was just video game stuff.
That made me happy.
Nice.
Yeah. I also asked him which Simpsons characters everybody in the Undisputed Kingdom would be.
Oh my God. So good.
He said he would be Homer, to which I replied his hair was too nice for that. He said Kyle would be Bart and Roddy would be Barney. And I was like, do you remember when Roddy was getting called Ned Flanders because of the mustache and glasses? He's like, oh, I changed my answer. He's Ned Flanders.
That's funny. I don't think I've ever seen MJF so dialed in staring at one of his opponents in the ring before. Like they're actually making like some pretty extreme eye contact right now. This match is going to be so good when it happens.
Chicken in a salad with a bunch of stuff in it.
But we were waiting to find out what you were having.
I just discovered this. What did I miss?
Normal MJF and cowboy shit.
Okay.
Yeah. It's actually been a really good promo.
A lot of bleeps in this one.
And a lot of intense eye contact. So hence the kiss you coward sign makes more sense. I need a picture of the two of them with the big eye contact and then the kiss you coward sign side by side. Make it happen, Doc.
Oh, I don't know the Photoshops.
Where's Dustin?
Yeah.
At least he's not yelling at old people this week.
Yet.
I had tuned into In the Weeds this morning on Fightful, and they were talking about the ring controversy. And someone was talking about how Tony Khan should just progressively make the ring smaller every week.
That's not a bad idea.
Like until people start to notice, like just slightly, right?
What's up, Pluggo?
I think that was somebody in their chat that suggested it, but I was like, that's kind of brilliant. Like, hey, Pluggo. Who's going to hit who here at the end?
I don't think anybody's going to hit anybody.
Pluggo, if you're listening, I'm sorry, but you're not my wrestling crush. Denise tweeted out one of those like, "Tell me your wrestling crush without telling me your wrestling crush." I kept being like, "If you don't know by now, that's on you."
Oh.
He just replied, "It's me, right?"
Oh, that's funny. Oh, here we go. We're swinging.
The jacket's coming off.
We have one security guy on the ring. All the rest are just standing by waiting, I guess. Is MJF actually going to walk away? Pluggo's heartbroken. I don't know if you can see the chat, Doc. He says he's heartbroken with capital letters and many exclamation marks.
You're married.
Emojis and everything.
I mean, married, not dead. Like, I think they were talking on the Beards about celebrity crushes one day, and Pluggo was like, "I have none, but I know Mrs. Pluggo would leave me for the following people." Like,
yeah, who was the main one? I forget.
Was it McDreamy? It was one of them, I think, or McDreamy was on the list. Mrs. Pluggo likes Boris. Yes, that is true.
Well, quite frankly, who doesn't? Oh, don't beat up security guards. This is unnecessary.
Oh, no. Christopher Daniels, what are you doing, sir?
That security guard took that turnbuckle very, very well.
Almost like they're probably wrestlers, huh?
Oh, yeah. AJ from Backstreet Boys. I forgot about that.
What about AJ from Backstreet Boys?
That was that's too, one of Mrs. Pluggo's crushes.
Yes.
Laminated list.
I just thought it was funny where he was just like, Mrs. Pluggo would leave me for the following people. Like, just started listing them. Yeah,
I'm going to make a meme of that. It's going to say Mrs. Pluggo would leave me for the following people, but it's going to be that picture of Chris Jericho listing off the 1,004 moves with that super long piece of paper.
Oh my God, yes. Oh, check on the security guy. He needs you. He's just a child.
I like to think about those security enhancement guys sometimes and be like, that's the greatest moment of that guy's life. And I think that's rad. You know, I think that's cool.
I also love how some of these extras later end up actually becoming somebody, and then these clips emerge all these years later, like Shawn Michaels super kicking Shawn Spears when he was dressed like a production assistant, and
so good.
MJF getting shoved by Samoa Joe, and Max Caster being Samoa Joe's or Bobby Lashley's sister.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's right.
We have our own little thing here with the Miz Force here in Edmonton, right? So, like,
well, there's been a few of them, yeah. Miz Force and
Miz Force is the one that is for me the most famous because they had so much screen time. Like
an old episode of Raw, Andy Anderson got beat up by Stone Cold Steve Austin. Oh, are we going to get some Nick Wayne's mom action tonight?
Yes.
All right.
The
patriarchy all the way.
That's Boris's wrestling crush.
It's my wrestling crush. What is the International Championship Series? Is this just another thing to get a number one contender for whatever title that is? Is that I was going to say Kawada. Is that Okada's title?
Yes.
No, he's the Continental Champion.
So that's Takeshita's title then?
Yeah.
God.
Oh my God.
Well, why do we need a WWE ID championship? Like, can we do enough is enough with the championships? All right, everybody,
Boris,
let's just
certified hater.
Calm the fuck down on that.
Certified hater.
I mean, it's not going to be on WWE programming. It's only going to be
but I'm going to watch that evolve just because
it's going to be at indie shows, so maybe LPW will get one.
Well, then I think it's the best idea ever to have a WWE ID.
That's how you got to play the game. Maybe Zoe is the inaugural champ and brings it to LPW to defend it.
I think that this whole program is wonderful. Yeah, them singing Copeland's music was pretty cool.
Yeah, what an incredible moment.
I love that not only did Harley and the doll become a meme, but that there are people outside of wrestling who are using it for things now because it's just such a great picture.
Mm-hmm. I have to say, Cope jumping off the balcony or whatever there was wild. And then I thought he really took that safe by jumping like feet first and stuff. Like he was very, very safe.
Well, that scared me though, because he went feet first in the one where he exploded his ankle off the cage.
Well, I wonder, or I worry about feet first stuff all the time because those ankles are pretty fragile, or they can be.
I think my whole favorite thing about so Toni Storm cut this promo about how her mom made her outfit, and I was just like, oh my God, it's so good.
I will say though, I don't think Toni needs a long reign this time.
No.
They have too many women who are ready for the main event spot to have her and Mariah
there she is,
dominating the title again.
Well,
we have now entered the Rickabone zone. Where's Toni Schiavone?
She broke a record by winning the title this time too, didn't she, Doc?
Yeah, she's the only 4-time champion, and before that, she was the only 3-time champion. Oh no, wait, Sheeta. Yes, that's right, Sheeta.
Oh, here we go. Here's Nick Wayne's mom.
She is also a wrestling crush.
I want to see her just first take a bump and two just hit somebody so hard, with one of her high heels too.
I just want
a Ruckus or something.
I want Mikey Ruckus to record a new version of Stacy's mom, but it's Nick Wayne's mom.
That's what I say every time Boris is talking about her. I said Boris is going to break into Nick Wayne's mom has got it going on.
Well, I do have access to karaoke tracks, and I do have a microphone, and I do have a mediocre writing ability, and I do have a lovely singing voice.
Do it.
When Mel designed a shirt for her, it was it just says Nick Wayne's mom, but she originally had the text "has got it going on."
Oh, she took it out though.
They nixed it because of the copyright potential and things, but it's her just sitting on a muscle car looking hot.
I wanted that for Christmas, but nobody got it for me.
Well, but you asked people a week before Christmas, sir.
Okay, all right, fine. All right, so we're in commercial, so we'll do some more housekeeping. Saturday night, 10 o'clock Mountain, midnight Eastern time on twitch.tv/lovewrestlingca. We're going to get in the Wayback Machine, and we're going to watch an episode of ECW Hardcore TV from 1997, which was a really long time ago, and it really bums me out that that's almost 30 years ago now. Also, don't forget, on February the 28th, LPW 34, How the West Was Won, will be live on IWTV. For those of you who are not in the Edmonton area, MRB taking on Blake Christian, and a whole bunch of other matches are announced for that. Also, March the 7th, I don't know if this is streamed. Oh, it does have the IWTV logo on it, so I guess it is. We make our debut at in Calgary, Alberta, Canada, my hometown, God's country, the greatest place on earth. Just announced today, I believe, Paralira will take on the Rads, and a whole bunch of debuts and cool stuff going on there on March the 7th. So check that out. I have cool skateboards hanging in world headquarters. And also, because of patriotism, we must salute the flag. Thank you for your service, Mr. Shabazz. And there you go. See, that's how you pay all the bills, and you keep Spencer happy.
I do love that Ali is still on the poster for the 7th.
It's too bad that she is not able to make it.
Yeah.
Obviously. What do you got going on after this? You're doing something Marvel-y, Ophelia, or are we not allowed to talk about that?
I am joining our local establishment. They do a Marvel Talks show, and we will be talking about the new Captain America movie tonight.
Have you seen the new Captain America film?
Yes, that's why I'm a special guest to talk about it. I saw it on Thursday last week.
And your thoughts?
What did you think?
I liked it a lot. I mean, I think it suffers from a lot of the normal Marvel stuff where, it's not going to win an Oscar, but I thought the story was good. It kicks off with a fight scene. As it should. What I really, really liked about it was that it didn't assume that you have seen every Marvel thing leading up to it. So it did sort of explain some things as it went. in case you didn't see, the Eternals, or in case you weren't familiar with
She-Hulk, attorney at law.
or you weren't familiar with the Black Panther tech and stuff like that. Like it explains little bits of things here and there without dumbing it down too much. So,
did you go to a movie theater to see this film?
Yes, of course I did.
I have not been to a movie since before the pandemic.
I go to movies at least once every other week.
I have too much wrestling to watch. Oh, you want to see my new favorite thing?
I am a moron.
How great is that? That's one of my new favorite things.
As soon as I saw Pluggo say that in chat, I was like, oh, that's going to be a thing.
What is Thunderbolts?
Another movie.
A new movie that will be coming out after this one.
Is it a Marvel thing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Who are the Thunderbolts? I've never heard of the Thunderbolts.
It's a team. It'll be Bucky, John Walker from the Falcon and Winter Soldier series. He was like the new Captain America that the government tried to introduce and it didn't work. So now he's U.S. agent. Red Guardian, Black Widow's dad.
Mm-hmm.
Black Widow's sister.
Mm-hmm.
Ghost from Ant-Man 2. Who am I missing, Peggy?
That's the only ones I could think of.
Oh, Taskmaster.
Paul Roma.
Yeah. Paul Roma. Pretty Paul Roma. Did it right.
Now I'm reading into something that's probably not there, but I'm noticing with all this undisputed stuff, you'll notice that Kyle O'Reilly and Roderick Strong always come out together to the Undisputed Music, and then Adam Cole comes out separately to his own. Now you see the two, Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly, with the Undisputed t-shirts on, and Adam Cole wearing his own. Am I reading too much into something here, or is this just merchandising?
I think it's the same as it is with a lot of the tag teams, like the rated FTR. I think you always have that, the tag and then the singles guy, but they're like a trio. So I'm not reading anything into it.
This is why I can't book. All right.
So I did learn today, thanks to our very own friend Drew Nicholas, because I thought the ops was like special ops, but it's like the opposition. That's why it's spelled like that instead of OPS.
It's a stupid name, but that logo looks kind of cool.
I thought it was an acronym for something I didn't know.
Yeah, well, I saw that listed on the graphic for tonight, and I was like, I thought it was special ops, and then Drew was like, no, it's like opposition, not spec ops. And I was like, oh, the more you know. I'm learning.
You're learning?
Mm-hmm.
Do they have ops t-shirts yet? I would imagine so.
Oh, probably.
If they don't, they will within a few days.
And yeah, I agree, Eric. Thunderbolts is basically Suicide Squad for Marvel. They had a nice little lead-in for Thunderbolts, and we saw the Thunderbolts trailer as well during the movie.
Nice.
Looks good. I'll go see it because I do.
I mean, I like Yelena a lot, and it seems like she's going to be one of the main focuses of it, so that makes me happy.
When's the last time we saw Christian wrestle? It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been quite a while, it feels like.
There is your ops t-shirts, never lacking. I don't know exactly what that means, but that actually makes me dislike the name a little less. That's actually kind of a sharp.
But I keep reading it as oops, so that's okay.
See, you shouldn't have said that because now I'm going to think oops every time I see them.
You're welcome. Now you don't need to spend your money on it. So
like I can't say Wheeler Yuta anymore. I have to say the Great Yuta.
Yes.
The last time Christian wrestled was January 15th Dynamite when Hook beat him.
So a month ago, a little over a month
then
ago.
Before that, it was December 18th, and before that, November 13th. So he wrestles once a month. Yeah, except he missed September.
So basically once every 30 days, just because he's holding that contract.
There you go.
That's what I'm making up the rules now.
Eh.
Y'all can quote me on this because, I need some engagement online. I'm just making up shit at this point.
Do you think I could come up with a better ops shirt design? Probably not.
I think you should do one like that, but it has Boris.
Or one that says oops on it.
Yes. Oops, certified hater.
I am a moron.
Or one that just says moron.
Yeah, I'd wear that.
That was from Beards, wasn't it?
Yes. Yes, it was.
I went out to the movie on Thursday, but I caught the very beginning of Beards, and I thought that was from there.
Shibata just lightly kicking Nick Wayne's ankle.
I know, it's so funny. And what's Samoa Joe's real name, Boris?
He's Hawaiian John.
That's right.
That's his NXT name. I don't know why I have to.
Makes me happy, though.
I don't know why I have to rename everybody.
I mean, because they do. Everybody does.
Don't know why I have to rename everybody. Like the Great Yuta and Hawaiian John.
Whatever makes you remember.
So, one of my favorite things that Mel used to do was she would combine two wrestlers to do a painting, and I want her to do Yuta Sakazaki so bad, where it's just Wheeler Yuta dressed like Yuka Sakazaki.
That's actually pretty rad.
I think it would be hilarious.
I'd like to point out that Asian Joe came in and has not said one mean thing yet, so we're progressing here.
Wow.
It's been like 5 minutes.
Somebody declare a ceasefire?
That's what I thought. We did bond over our hate for Subway, so.
Yeah, that was a while ago, though.
Yeah, and he hasn't really been mean since, so.
Look at Subway bringing people together.
Between the two nations.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, The Last of Us got a release date. April 13th.
Oh, sweet.
Mm-hmm.
That's a television program of some sort? Based on some sort of video game?
Yes.
It has
You're 2 for 2, Boris.
It has the internet's daddy, Pedro Pascal.
That's my favorite. Yes, Zaddy. He's in everything. He was in the SNL 50th special and was incredible.
I didn't watch any of that. What did he do?
Do you know the character Domingo? They do the wedding scene, the wedding things, and she's always getting in trouble because her best friends are singing like covers of songs about all the crap she did, but she ends up hooking up with Domingo in each and every one of them.
If it's from the last few years, then no.
Yeah. So he played Domingo's brother in one of the skits, and it was funny, and it was the husband that hooked up with Domingo's brother.
God.
I'll have to find the clip. It's very, very funny.
There, see, you ruined it. You ruined it.
No, he told me that GFY was good for you, so that's canon now.
He will hockey fight you. Not regular fight, but hockey fight.
Well, we know what happened in the last US-Canada game. 3 fights in the first 9 seconds. So.
Now, I got into an intense discussion with some of my friends about that. First of all, I think this whole tournament is bogus and BS, and it's not real, even though they've sucked me into it. The whole thing is bullshit. But I thought that was an absolute embarrassment for the game of hockey. We've got best on best and maybe some eyes on hockey that aren't usually on hockey. And this is supposed to be our big, these are our best players. Watch our sport. And then these bunch of morons decide to beat the shit out of each other for the first 9 seconds. I thought it was embarrassing. I think, I get it's intense and country pride and all that stuff, but I think hockey's outgrown fighting, and I thought that was just a bad look for us not us, but like hockey putting its best foot forward. Now this is where everybody tells me I'm wrong.
No, I agree. I've never really cared for hockey having fighting being such a big part of it. That's like, you want to watch a fight, go watch MMA or boxing. Watch hockey for hockey. I hate that the fans encourage it so much. And it's even worse in youth hockey now. I have a friend whose 12-year-old is like really, really good, and they travel all over for hockey games. And she just got into it with a dad in the stands this weekend because a fight broke out and he was encouraging it. And she yelled at him, like, "What is wrong with you? These are children."
Yeah, I feel like the game's kind of outgrown that, especially on that level. Like, you can't do that at the Olympics in a couple of years.
No, that is true.
You don't
Well,
see.
do you remember when baseball made it like really, really bad when somebody rushed the mound? Like you're pretty much screwed if you do that.
Yeah.
Like if hockey tried to implement something like that, I fear that so many fans would bitch and complain because there are so many fans who think fighting is just an integral part of it, which I hate.
Like you don't see in the baseball, what do they call that World Cup of baseball? I forget what it's called, but
the World
see
Series?
them. No. The international one that they started doing a few years ago.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about. The World Baseball Classic. You don't see like the Dominican Republic and the States decide, in the top of the first inning to just stop for 20 minutes and beat the shit out of each other. Like, I don't know. I know hockey's different, but anyway, that's my soapbox. I think
right now we're into the tensions are very high. Canadians are booing the American national anthem. Like, I think there's a lot of shit going on right now too, right? So, yeah.
We are back from commercial. Nick Wayne is handling business.
I like Kip Sabian a lot. Where's he been? Like, he's just come back. Did he come back from an injury?
I think he was hurt, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was out for a bit, but...
Because I didn't see him for like a really, really long time. And then all of a sudden I'm like, how are you part of the patriarchy? Like, I know you're clearly Christian's other son, but...
I think some of that unfolded on Collision before you had access to it.
Oh, probably. I also like the whole thing backstage when Christian was pretending he didn't know what was going on in the locker room.
Yes, that was so funny.
He was just like backing away slowly. Like, that made me laugh a lot. Oh, what happened? Like, that's great.
And Nick's mom doing it too. Like, she was playing along too. Like, great mom.
Christian's such a sleaze bag, and I love it.
Yeah.
What do we think? What is he going to do with that contract? When do we think he's going to cash that in and such?
I mean, the obvious thing is Cope wins the title and then he cashes in on him right away. But just because that's so obvious, I think they might not do it. But that seems to me, the obvious thing.
That dive by Joe, like, he's a big man to be doing that.
Sheesh. Hawaiian John hit the floor hard.
He did. Did I miss him do a walkaway spot yet on this one?
I don't believe so. Let's see if he can walk away from that. Commentary.
Joe and
do you think Christian wins if he cashes in on? Oh, yeah. Okay. Do we think Christian wins if he cashes in on Cope?
Yes.
Yeah.
And the oops, get it done.
Oops. I can't. Like, as soon as I saw that, I actually legitimately, because I thought it was ops, like special ops, I thought that was a typo. And that made me laugh even more because I kept thinking it was oops and not ops. And I was like, oh, they typoed ops. And then Drew had to explain it and it makes sense and then made me feel dumb, but that's okay.
Joe just chasing Christian back out of the ring.
I'm glad to see him back. I cannot wait for the next season of his show, Twisted Metal.
Oh, God, me too.
Also based on a video game called Twisted Metal.
Look at you doing things.
That has a clown that drives a bus or something?
An ice cream truck, but yeah.
Oh, I was okay. I get half marks for the clown, right? Oh my God, we're getting a special announcement. March 9th, live on pay-per-view, we get MJF and Hangman. Adam Page at Revolution in Saginaw, Michigan, or wherever it actually is.
Where is it at, actually?
My go-to for everything is Saginaw, Michigan. Okay, why are we waiting so long for the oops to go to the back?
Well, that's what I was like. Is somebody about to attack them from behind?
Because they were trying to leave, and then what's-his-face referee said, nope, not yet, boys.
Yeah, that's what I was like. Is somebody going to attack them and we're just slow on the take?
Yeah, this is a very awkward thing.
Yeah. Oh, they must be killing some time because they're going to the street fight next. Maybe they got a couple extra minutes.
Oh, they're setting up all the things with the other things.
It's in LA. Okay, Dustin. LA.
Not Saginaw, Michigan. Dustin, I would like you to let me know if AEW have ever run in Saginaw, Michigan. Dustin's my fact checker, professional fact checker.
Somebody in the crowd had an Ica Pro shirt. That's great.
Yes, I saw that too. Yeah.
Did I mention Saturday Night Love? We'll be back on Saturday, and we're going to watch the final episode of 1997 of ECW Hardcore TV. I put up a poll and let people pick what we wanted to watch this week. It was this or the first 20 WWE Speed matches, which I still want to do because I haven't watched any Speed. I got a hold of the whole year, and I thought it'd be fun to just plow through a bunch of those. But people want to watch old Hardcore TV. We'll see if it still holds up. I'm working my way through it because I didn't get it back in the day because we lived in Canada, so we didn't get ECW until TNN. So I'm working my way through it.
I feel like ECW is viewed the same way the Attitude Era is viewed. People do it through rose-colored glasses, and they ignore how much bad stuff there was and only focus on the things that they liked.
Yeah, I agree with you.
A lot of crap in ECW.
I agree with you about the Attitude Era. A lot of that does not hold up. Very, very
No, people only remember The Rock and DX and Stone Cold. They forget about the Blue Meanie having terrible matches and
how dare you speak
like
of the Blue Meanie that way?
I'm sorry. I hear he's a great dude, but I've never seen a Blue Meanie match that made me want to watch it again.
To watch another Blue Meanie match? We have Mick Foley's greatest hits and misses on the mini Boris-tron over here, just in case you're wondering what we're watching today.
Nice.
Three times more milk. 3 times more protein. My God.
You must be getting different commercials than me.
I'm getting... Where are you located, my friend? Are you in the Americas?
Yeah, I'm in Illinois.
Oh, so you're not in Saginaw, Michigan?
No.
Oh, we get Canadian fast food and car commercials with a little mix of yogurt and stuff mixed in. You get like Buffalo Wild Wings or something, right?
I mean, we have some, yeah.
I live get a lot of legal and drug ads, right?
I get kind of a mix of everything. I'm so close to Chicago that, everything gets advertised around here. Like right now,
I had really good pizza in Chicago once by the airport.
What was it actually? Deep dish or was it the thin crust that we do?
No, it was deep dish. This thing weighed like a ton. I don't remember what the place was called, but it was by the airport and it was fabulous.
My guess is if it was one of the bigger places, you got it from Giordano's or Lou Malnati's.
Or Uno's.
Yeah, Uno is a decent size one out here too.
It was this place called Domino's. It was really, really good.
Domino's?
See, there you got my joke. Thank you. I appreciate you.
Took me a
You're
second.
my new favorite.
I had a moment. I was just like, oh my God. You saw the wheels just click.
What's funny is the big chains don't even try to do Chicago style around here. Like Papa John's, Pizza Hut, Domino's, I've never heard of any of them offering a Chicago style pizza.
That might be the funniest joke I've ever made and the only clean joke I've ever made in my life. So according to Dustin, there's been no AEW in Saginaw. The last major promotion to run was WWE with a house show in 2023, and a TV event was Nitro in 97. Oh. All right, Saturday Night Live in 2 weeks. We're going to watch Nitro from Saginaw, Michigan from 1997.
Oh, Jericho, what are you yapping about now?
Probably would have been before it went to 2 hours, right?
97?
Probably depends on when in 97 it took place. Yeah. Because Nitro started 96, and I don't think it took them a year before they went to 2 hours, right?
Yeah.
Ugh. I hate that Jericho is still using Mark Briscoe's title strap. Like, why? him having a cow print title strap makes no sense at all.
Him having
Dustin,
a title makes no sense
Dustin,
at
can
all.
you get me a date? Can you get me a date on that Nitro, please? And thank you.
We'll
and I'm
send
going to
you the
write
check,
it down
Dustin.
with my pencil. One of these pencils is sharpened.
Who's he letting fight for the belt? Oh, Bandito. Bandito?
I would assume they've been building that for a little bit.
Domino's. How funny is Domino's? My God, I'm a genius. Omaha. That's a great song by the Counting Crows.
Imagine living in Omaha.
Oh, wow. Savage. Did you just say the F word?
Me? No.
No, Chris Jericho.
Oh, maybe. I wasn't paying attention. I was like, very unlikely that I did. I mean,
I just realized I asked for that date and I have a pencil, but I don't have anything to write on.
Amazing.
Perhaps I could open a notebook file on my laptop computer.
Are you going to both those AEW and Raw shows, Joe?
Oh, there's a
this match
barbed
should be
wire
pretty
table.
good. April 21st and November.
Oh my
25th.
God, there was two. They ran Saginaw, Michigan twice in a year for Nitro. Okay, this is fabulous. So what I'm going to do.
I like that you use the word besmirched. It makes you sound smart.
I am smart. Well, not really, but.
Asian Joe used the word besmirched.
Oh, yeah. He's smart. Me, not so much. All right. Saginaw, Michigan Nitro is going to be in my future.
Big Bill doesn't have his own music. He's coming out to Chris Jericho's music? That doesn't seem right.
Does it not seem right, though?
I don't think it sounds right.
No, but like...
Also, does he even have his own music? I mean, he must, right?
I mean, I'm trying to remember what he was doing before he got with the Jericho.
But I mean, he might not have had his old music for a long time, but he must have had his own music at one point.
Saginaw also hosted In Your House 3. My God, Saginaw, Michigan is like Madison Square Garden.
Hotbed of Michigan.
And if Big Bill has a severed head in that backpack, I'm going to be really upset.
I mean, it depends on whose head it is.
Yeah, that's fair.
Well, we already saw Jericho, so. Oh my God. So speaking of in the crowd, did you see the Gunther segment on Monday when he came in, he told the kid to move and stuff? Like, oh my God, I laughed so hard. Little man, get out of the way before something bad happens to you. Like, I was just like, and then he tweeted out today about he doesn't know how Jay does it. The crowd stinks so bad. I was just like, oh my God, that's so good.
We're festering a feud between Omaha and Saginaw right now.
Okay, because then maybe our feud can stop.
There's a woman in the front row who looks like she had no idea they were going to get that close to her.
Oh, like I did when they were here?
That was really funny.
Orange Cassidy and someone I can't remember now off the top of my head were fighting directly like at the seat right in front of me, and everyone saw me on TV. Were like, "You look terrified." I'm like, "I was." I didn't know what was happening.
No Sting in the front row this week.
No, where is Sting? I have to say, I did enjoy.
Sorry, go ahead.
I did enjoy the Bandito Jericho sort of face-off thing, the showdown thing that they did in the ring. That was fun.
TNA added a show WrestleMania week just to make it even more chock full of goodness.
I'm surprised they didn't already have one. I think it was assumed that they would, right?
It's looking like this year no ROH though, which is too bad.
Yet. Still 2 months away.
I have a feeling if they do something, it won't be in the same city.
He said do.
Between the collective and all the stuff WWE's got going on, and then that prestige block of 7 shows.
I think
I love
TNA
it.
having a big shows makes sense, especially with the partnership with WWE right now, right?
Yeah, I think they're doing a show on the Wednesday or Thursday night, and then they're
Oh.
taping TV as well.
So did you both watch NXT last night?
I did.
Negative.
What did you think of the Moose stuff?
So this is where I say that I never watched TNA all that much before, so I'm not super familiar with Moose, although he's a big boy and I do love my big men in the ring. So yay.
I just like Moose is one of those people who's like done some bad things in real life.
Yeah, that's sort of what I've heard, but like I said, I don't know him. But
Yeah.
Whenever I see him anywhere, I always tweet a variation of the same thing, which is I would rather be watching a real Moose right now.
Moose has done bad things in real life, you said?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not familiar with this. Would you care to share?
Domestic violence things.
Oh, well, we don't like that.
Yeah, don't need to go into details. His
Fair
Wikipedia has all the stuff.
Yeah, I can. I guess the correct answer to that is Boris. Use Google and shut up. And I will.
I was trying to be nice about it. I was like, I mean,
hey, I got skateboards on the wall. Did you see those? They're badass.
I knew there was something going on when the comment I saw was, "Oh, now that we have Moose, do we get Tessa Blanchard next?" And I was like, "Oh, okay, there's something going on there." So.
Yeah, but I know like Obafemi really wants that match. Like
They're both big dudes. It'll be fun.
Yeah. I'm sure it will be fun. I really don't care about Moose fighting Brian Pillman for the Heritage Cup next week. Or for the X Division title, I mean.
Yes, I was still going to say the Heritage Cup.
Powerhouse Hobbs is wearing the crimson mask.
Right at the hairline, too. Oh, we got to start bleeding at the F word again. Delicate flowers watching on TV.
And now we have a commercial for tomatoes.
I watched NXT this morning because I was playing a game yesterday that I totally got myself lost in. And
Bubble Wobble?
No, I'm playing the new it's done by the Life is Strange people. It's called Lost Records. It's really, really good. I really liked it. Hey, Corjan.
Okay.
Yeah, I finished it off at 1:00 last night when I 100%ed the game and realized that I was the third player in the world to finish the game on Xbox.
1:00 in the morning?
Yeah.
My Lord.
What's funny
You were
is
almost getting up then.
What's funny is it's very possible the other two aren't even reviewers; they're devs.
Well, one was in the US, and I don't know where the other one was because the flag I'm not super familiar with. I want to say Poland, maybe. But the first one had 0 minutes played, which I thought was very suspicious. So,
oh, that's weird.
Everyone's kind of shitting on that new Death Rider shirt, but I don't mind it actually.
So, I mean, it's a white T-shirt with what property of Death Riders written on it somewhere in the top
way
corner
down at the bottom. Way down at the bottom. Well, now I gotta find it again.
My thing is, if you want to buy it, buy it. If you don't like it, don't buy it. Talk with your wallet, right?
Well, yeah, that's how it is with all merch, I think.
I talked with my wallet. It didn't have much to say.
Let's see.
You're talking about the hockey juniors, Corjan, I'm assuming? Saginaw ripping it up. I'm assuming hockey.
Oh, Queen Aminata has her own shirt now. That's cool.
She didn't before?
I mean, maybe she did, but it looks like there's a new one on the shop for her.
I like her.
See, I don't mind that. I understand why people might be kind of not feeling it, but I don't. I think that's okay.
I don't buy white shirts. I mean,
I don't either because every white shirt I own has a Don't Air sauce stain on it.
Yeah. I'm not the most. Corjan knows me quite well, and he's just like, I don't like to get messy when I eat, and so like the fact that I would wear white would make it even more, like, stressful for me.
We are pro Saginaw here on the AEW Watchalong. I'm going to get them to sponsor Saturday Night Live, brought to you by
Tourism Saginaw.
Yeah, I was just going to say Tourism Saginaw. That's got to be a thing, right?
Very funny, Joe. I like it. Very clever. I will give you that one. Is this Meat Forever, Chance?
Probably.
A city steeped in arts and culture with hidden gems around each historic mural-covered street corner. Saginaw is full of unexpected surprises. I'm going to make a video.
And now I have Hey There, Delilah stuck in my head, Joe, so thanks for that.
Brian Keith's just getting propelled through the table. It's great.
Mm-hmm. I love him.
I was so glad that he got to come out with like his old gear and everything when he fought Bandito. That was great.
Yeah. New Music Inferno. The BO show.
It's not bad. There's a t-shirt.
I don't hate that. Oh my goodness.
I shower once a month, just like everybody else.
We're going to be Saginaw's favorite podcast.
We're going to be highest rated in Saginaw.
You should just reach out and be like, hey, we talk about you a lot on the show. So
do they have a flag?
We give you credit for every location of every show we watch.
Do you know that Saginaw or like some cities have flags?
I think most do in the United States.
Does Saginaw have a flag? Oh my God, nice. They do. It's beautiful.
Is it nice?
What's on it?
Give me 5 seconds.
I'm going to guess red and blue and white and stars and maybe a bird.
You couldn't be more wrong.
Oh.
Well, let's see. It's Michigan. Is there a Wolverine on it?
Also wrong. Trying to find a good...
You're American. You should know every city flag, Doc.
Yeah, I know. I'm too busy learning the mayor of every town's name.
Oh my God, Joe. There you go. Do you smell what the BO show is cooking for Boris's dinner?
We're having a salad with chicken in it. In case you were wondering.
Every Wednesday we talk about what Boris is having for supper, and then he just like talks about it and can't wait for the show to be over so he can go eat. It's just
I'm doing good so far. This that is the city of Saginaw. It's got a tree in the factory and some bushes.
It looks like a city flag. Yeah, I mean,
I'm gonna get one of those and I'm gonna hang it behind me. It's gonna be rad.
Nature and industry and yeah.
Putting smokestacks polluting the environment next to nature is a choice.
Salad is what your dinner eats.
Big Bill through the barbed wire table.
Fun fact, Stevie Wonder was born in Saginaw. Is that real?
Oh my God. That's not superstition. Tonight we're having a salad with chicken in it and a bunch of other stuff, is what I was told.
I wonder if they have
Pawnee, Indiana is, but they're not as good as Saginaw.
Oh. That match is pretty brutal. It's good. Like for a regular Wednesday street fight.
Barbed wire tables and all that kind of stuff.
And Bill's dead.
Yes, it's going to be a delicious thing that I eat before I go to bed so I can get up at 2:30 in the morning. I'm almost done. Jersey J Cup. It's been really good so far. I quite enjoyed last year's as well.
I did not watch it. I knew it was on, and then I just got sidetracked. I can go back and watch it, but
it is on demand with your Triller TV prescription.
Prescription. Any particular matches that I should keep an eye open for?
I'd have to think back.
Okay.
My memory is terrible.
That's fine.
I got hit in the head a lot.
What?
I used to get hit in the head a lot. I wonder if I can get a Saginaw flag from Amazon.
I would say so.
Have either of you guys ever heard of a singer Brian Darcy James?
No.
Negative.
He has a song called Michigan Christmas that apparently references Saginaw.
Excellent. I agree. No more chair shots to the head.
Oh, I'm reading up on Saginaw now for some weird reason. Does anyone remember of the episode of Seinfeld where Kramer and Newman tried to drive a bunch of bottles? They were going to Saginaw, Michigan.
Really?
Yeah.
You forget how huge Archer is until you see him standing beside Cage, and he's like, makes him look small.
Yeah.
Apparently, there was an episode of Supernatural that took place there.
See, I'm telling you, Saginaw, place to be. If you or someone you know reside in Saginaw, Michigan, tell them that we are sending them major loves.
Paul Simon, in his song America, apparently says, it took me 4 days to hitchhike from Saginaw.
Away from.
And it says he wrote the song when he was in the city.
Yeah, there's the ad for Double or Nothing in Glendale, Arizona. How far is Glendale from Phoenix? They're in Phoenix tonight, correct?
I can get a Calgary flag.
I'm not sure. Arizona is bigger than people think it is.
Yeah, I was just curious if, they're advertising this, if it's a reasonable market for people to like drive from Phoenix to go. You know what I mean? Oh, Tony, my girl.
Here comes the new AEW Women's Champion.
Oh, she looks lovely.
Oh, Paul Walter Hauser is from Saginaw.
Well,
oh my
there
God,
you
that's
go.
Historical.
That's why AEW needs to go there.
Mm-hmm. Oh, she's... Oh. In red sparkles. I love her.
So this is sort of your hour one main event. Sort of. I guess that last thing was your hour one main event.
Oh, I love it.
Oh, the spotlight is on.
The whore that you adore. Oh my God.
I'm like I think I'm like a minute behind you guys, like I usually am.
Right.
Yeah.
She, that dress is fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
It reminds me of a dress that Marilyn Monroe wore. She looks so
very
similar
much
to
the
her.
vibe. She's channeling with the hair and the lipstick.
Oh, with the spotlight now, somebody's going to attack her.
I love that she referred to herself as the whore you adore, and this tramp is now your champ. I was just like, oh my God. Oh.
My goodness.
The slut you can't rebut. That's great.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Double Entendre Fest.
You're not going to Double or Nothing? New Music Inferno? Uh-oh. It's just plugged her new movie.
Queen of the Ring, what is this all about?
It's a true story of one of the first female professional wrestlers in America who ended up being the highest paid athlete in America at one point, male or female.
Really?
Yeah.
Who was it?
Hold on. I have to look it up. I know she's in the movie, but she's not the star of the movie. Tit to tip, tit or lip to lip. There we go, Tony.
Mildred Burke is a very, very famous female wrestler.
Yes. That's the movie that she's in.
Gotcha.
I saw that trailer for it when Corjan and I went to see some movie. I can't remember what it was. I love just the fully black ring and the spotlight for her. It's so good.
That's what makes me think that somebody's going to attack her, though.
Thanks, Dustin.
Makes it so easy to sneak up.
No? Okay.
It would appear not.
Really?
Weird, right? Like,
Yeah.
Oh, Gabe Kidd. Interesting.
Gabe Kidd attacked Tony? No, I'm kidding.
No.
That would be funny.
Gabe Kidd did not attack Tony. Gabe Kidd had a good match, actually, at Jersey J Cup.
Who did he fight?
I don't remember.
No more.
Mildred Burke.
Mildred Burke, obviously.
In Saginaw, Michigan.
Oh my God. If there was some way that they overlapped and Tony got to play Wendy Richter, the woman she's been calling out for like a year and a half, that would be amazing. What's the name of the movie going to be again?
It's Queen of the Ring. I just sent you the trailer.
Oh, okay.
Up next, Megan Bayne and Chris Statlander. Megan Bayne, a heel, apparently.
Oh my gosh. It's Felicity from Arrow who's playing Mildred.
Yes. And she looks incredible when you see her, like, with the dark hair and the muscles. She looks incredible.
Yeah, she looks great in the poster here. Walton Goggins is in it. I love that guy.
He's in everything right now, too.
Oh, Camille's playing June Byers. That's cool.
And Deborah Ann Wall's in it as well.
Oh, Jim Cornette is going to be playing Sam Muchnick.
Really?
What?
Oh, boy.
Brit's in it, too?
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, if they had to pull a lot of wrestlers because there's actually going to be wrestlers in it, right?
Oh, hey, Naomi's in it. Trinity.
Yes, she is.
I'm not familiar with Clara Mortensen, the one Tony is playing. Yeah, I really haven't seen Emily Bett Rickards in anything since Arrow ended. What's she been doing?
You get to go down the rabbit hole.
Oh, she's going to be in a movie about Calamity Jane. That will also star Stephen Amell. That's funny.
That's funny.
Well, she's done a couple of movies. She been in any other TV shows? Whose Line Is It Anyway?
That's a TV show.
Yes, it is.
Clara Mortensen was a female American professional wrestler during the 30s and 40s. She was the women's world lightweight champ. But there's no record of her winning or losing the title, nor any other champions with that title. That's funny.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I never saw Iron Claw, but I really wanted to. Did you guys see Iron Claw?
No, I haven't yet. It's on my list.
I watched it once. It's an entertaining movie, but it's not the kind of movie I would want to rewatch, to be honest with you.
Because it's a bit of a downer, or it's just not that good?
I mean, you know what's
I know what I'm getting going into it.
Yeah.
At least I think I do.
It's kind of like any movie that's based on something historical. I have a hard time wanting to rewatch it because, like you said, Peggy, you know what's going to happen.
Yeah. It's sort of like, I mean, it's not wrestling related, but Solo, the Star Wars movie, right? Like, you know what happens to Han Solo by the time you get his prequel
right.
story.
That's why
right?
I really don't like prequels for that reason.
Does Bobby Fish appear in it playing himself from the 30s? That's hysterical. How about the Outrunners? They should be in it. You know what, Dustin? I hope it does really, really well too. My concern is that it's about a woman wrestler. So I think the market is definitely different than Iron Claw. But I hope it does really well. There's your girl, Doc.
And Emily isn't exactly an A-list star, so I don't think it's going to get that kind of.
I'm just hoping we get it because it feels like a movie that will have very limited theatrical release.
Mm-hmm.
Jake Something is from Saginaw, Michigan.
Is he really?
Tyler Posey
Monty
is
Brown.
in it.
What? Leave
The
Willow
Steiners.
alone. He is a gem. Why are you hitting Willow?
Oh, Martin Cove is going to be in it.
Well, we have to have some semblance of a Death Riders beatdown.
But I thought
They have
the
to
women's
sell
match
those
was up
new
next.
t-shirts.
What are these idiots doing? Get out of my ring. Now I'm going to say it. The only women's match that's advertised, and of course it gets interrupted by men because we can't just have a women's match.
Oh, it's the Great Yuta.
Go to my ring.
Oh, Yuta's wearing a white shirt. Is it one of those new Death Rider shirts?
Yeah,
I think it is
does
actually.
have it written on the bottom. Yeah.
Oh, I think Claudio's wearing one too. See, I don't mind that, other than the fact that it's white.
That's how I feel like about the new Penta shirt. I really like one of the new shirts he has, but it's white. I'm like, I can't wear it. So
I look extra fat in white.
I just know it won't stay white. Like it's just
I can never get married
Okay,
again.
now I need Willow to beat up all of the Death Riders.
Yeah, I know, right? Like every
Single-handedly.
one of them. How dare they hit Willow? Is he? Is he not there? Are we sure? I actually wondered whether Tony would actually be here tonight or if they might have given her a few extra days home.
Hopefully she went out there early to spend some time.
Well, she was on the Wednesday show before.
But you know, she was technically born in New Zealand, moved to Australia, and then England. Like when I interviewed her, she's like, my accent is a mess. She's like, I've lived in too many places.
Here comes the Switchblade.
I thought they said the women's match was coming up next.
Well, it's the next match, I assume, but we got to get through this nonsense first. Wait a minute.
Oh my God.
Who's going to save Jay White?
He lied.
Oh my God. It's the music of Adam Copeland.
That's why I said, is he not there? Are you sure?
My goodness.
I do think it'll be funny if we get Jay White versus Marina Shafir at some point. So many people want that to happen.
I want some mixed tag matches at this level.
I just want them.
They had the ones at the WWE.
Yeah, I just want them to do something with her, and maybe attacking Willow is a way for them to incorporate Willow into this now.
Yeah, I wouldn't hate Willow with rated FTR. Why not? Willow's like everybody's best friend. She can go where she wants.
Yeah, she can literally do anything she wants.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll be honest. I am getting kind of tired of Moxley too. I feel like AEW has relied on him to be the top guy too much.
I think Darby messed up their plans. And they don't know what they're doing. They're just buying time right now.
And I also don't like that. Like,
the attitude of, okay, let's just wait a really long time until he's back, and we're in a holding pattern until then.
Absolutely.
Have we not done enough crowd fighting already today?
Nope.
Has Moxley or has Copeland ever successfully hit somebody with that crazy weapon?
I don't believe so.
Because obviously it would probably kill them if he did.
He's got no guts. He's got no nuts. The whore that you adore.
Yes.
He's going to kick his ass. Okay, well, that was a thing, I guess. All right, let's move on here. Oh, he's got a hat on now.
He's fancy.
Once again, we're heading to the back for our colleague. All of those locks are like perfectly unlocked and placed the same way, and I find it odd.
Someone went through and did it all for the backdrop to be perfect.
No puppets.
Well, I mean, she doesn't have the puppet. Where is our girl Harley? I have to say, I like Mercedes Moné so much better with this feud with Harley than I have in a long time.
I think everything's been really flat, and I can't put my finger on why.
Oh, Momo.
Uh-oh. Let's take a look.
Oh, this was done backstage in Australia. I don't know how I feel about this match, but like, I like Momo, but I don't know if the American crowd really knows her well enough for this to be the Revolution match. Oh my God, Dustin, I didn't even notice that. Now I need to look.
Here comes, not from Saginaw, Michigan,
that we know of,
from Long Island, New York, Chris Statlander. Remember when she was a heel?
I don't think
and
I've
then
seen her in
just
pink in a while.
became a face with no explanation?
Got rid of what's his name, and then all of a sudden is a face.
They definitely did sort of a slow transition with it, but
you didn't really get a lot of character development as part of it, so I think it went unnoticed.
Whatever happened to Stokely?
I honestly have no clue.
That's a good question.
Nobody does. God, Megan Bain just looks like a superstar. Holy crap.
Like, for all I know, he's been doing stuff in ROH, and I haven't been watching. I really have no idea.
That could be true. I'm not sure about that, but that is definitely possible.
I've seen a few people ask Sean Ross Sapp about it, like not recently, but he was just like, I don't know.
I believe he's still under contract.
I mean,
maybe he's doing something backstage. I really don't know.
Maybe like for
God, Megan Bain's entrance attire, like it's just so good.
Yeah.
And it was good before she ever got with a major company. And I think that's one of those things that a lot of wrestlers overlook is like the better your gear is.
Well, it's just one of the things that gets you noticed, right?
Mm-hmm.
She definitely invested in herself, and it shows.
Big time. Frankly, I'm surprised WWE didn't snatch her up early.
I agree with you.
Because she's like perfect for them.
Has she ever been in their system?
I'd
have to do research on
that. Megan Bain. Let's see here. She's only 26. Wow. Let's see. Born in 1998. God, I feel old.
I know. When I read the birthdays, it's one thing when you go, she's only 26, and then you read the birthday and you're like, oh.
No, she has never been in the WWE system. She's been wrestling since 17. She did OVW, but not while it was the WWE thing.
Okay.
And then she was with Stardom for a while, and now she's in AEW. She's held titles in East Coast Wrestling Alliance, House of Glory, Immortal Championship Wrestling, Ohio Valley Wrestling, and Stardom. And she won the best match in Stardom in 2023 against Julia.
Nice.
Yeah, you would think that would be somebody that they would be very interested in. I'm surprised by that.
Like, imagine her and Jordan Grace going at it, you know? Like, that would be such a good WWE feud. Or her and Bianca. Like,
yeah,
they have some real powerhouses over there that she could have a good match. But, you know, not everybody should go to one company. So I'm glad AEW got her. And seeing her fight somebody like Statlander, who's a physical equal in every way, is great.
Big spear, my God, I can smell my chicken.
So here's a story you guys might like. I know a woman who's bisexual, and she'd never seen any pro wrestlers before Rhea Ripley popped up on her TikTok.
There we go.
And so, of course, she became obsessed with Rhea. And so one night she started asking me to show her like women pro wrestlers, and she would give their opinions. And when I got to Statlander, she's just like, oh my God, I'm in love.
We are in commercial, and commercials mean plugs. Again, March the 7th on IWTV, February the 28th on IWTV, Saturday night on twitch.tv/lovewrestlingca. Of course, we say hello to our good friends in Saginaw, Michigan. I have fancy skateboards on the wall, and we salute the flag. And why? I'll tell you why.
I am a moron.
That's why.
It's honestly such a great clip.
I love that guy. I will hope to one day have a beer with that gentleman. I was lucky enough to do it with JPJ. Yes, with Pluggo.
Pluggo doesn't drink, so it'd have to be non-alcoholic.
Okay, well, a root beer. The Hardys are wrestling on NXT next week?
They are. I was just going to say, Dustin, that's a great show.
Yeah.
My God, the world is crazy.
No quarter catch crew challenged them to a match.
Even though I still can't cheer for McDavid, even when he scores for Canada, it annoys me. Is that wrong of me? Am I a bad person?
Yes.
I am? Okay. Can anybody else score besides that person?
I mean, Crosby got the winning goal the last game, so
I'm okay with that. But this knucklehead and his stupid commercials, go away. Stop acting like a chef.
I also like how you asked the question and immediately I'm just like, yes.
Oh, I know the answer. Believe me.
It's more of a rhetorical question.
I'm watching different commercials apparently, and I just saw one for White Lotus.
Oh, so good.
Which Walton Goggins appears to also be in the new season.
That's what I was going to say when we mentioned him earlier. And no surprise, he plays a douchebag.
Should I ask my doctor if Ozempic is right for me?
Sure.
Sure.
We don't really do platform wars here, Sergio.
So, did either of you ever see the sitcom that Walton Goggins made a couple of years ago called The Unicorn?
Yes.
No.
I was shocked at how well he was able to play just a really nice, likable guy after watching him play one of the worst human beings on Justified for 8 years.
Yeah, we were only one episode into the new season of White Lotus, so I can't say too much about what his character is going to be because that show is very unpredictable. But right now, I'm just like, I hate you, but you're amazing.
How do you have time to watch all this TV?
Working from home has its benefits.
Oh, yeah. I see. I'm a sucker who goes to work. Loser.
I mostly watch TV when I first get up and have coffee and stuff, and then I do some work, and then I go watch, something when I'm eating lunch or whatever.
I just always have something on in the background when I'm working or doing anything really. I recently went through the entire run of Home Improvement for some reason. Because I have nostalgia for that show, even though I can't stand Tim Allen now.
The only thing I usually have on the background is some sort of either audiobook or usually podcast. That's when I catch up on the wrestling podcasts because I can just listen to them. I don't need to watch them. Whereas something like the White Lotus, I need to watch. So.
Well, I try to put on something that's I don't have to pay attention to, so it doesn't distract me. If I put on an audiobook of something I've never read or listened to before, I'd be way too distracted to work.
I have
you have to let me know if you get Split Fiction as a review thing.
I will. Yeah, for sure.
I'm so curious because the other two games from that developer were so freaking good.
Yeah.
I've probably gone through The Office about 1,000 times. So,
yeah, that's why I don't usually listen to an audiobook if I'm working, but I can listen to a wrestling podcast. It's usually just opinions and stuff, right? So
yeah,
they're battling on the apron. That is so dangerous. My God,
that's the hardest part of the ring.
Think of the children.
Peggy, do people know that? You should tell them. People know that. It's not widely talked about.
I don't say that anymore.
Now, you know what you should do? You should be the opposite. You should be like, oh, you pussies, you're fighting on the softest part of the ring. Get back in the ring.
That's the Thursday night commentary.
Or I'll say
not the main show, or the appetizer show.
Or I'll say, I'm not going to say that's the hardest part of the ring, which means I said it. But this month we have a dessert instead of an appetizer.
Yes, I was about to mention that
thing going on. Should be fun.
Yeah, Thursday night there's a conflict with the Rec Room, I guess. So we're doing the Friday night and Saturday afternoon. That's kind of cool.
Which is good because those Thursday shows when I have to work at 4 a.m. the next day are a little rough.
Yeah.
I literally go down into the locker room, make sure no one's hurt, and then I grab my shit and I leave. I feel bad, but I'm like, sorry guys, but I got to work at 4. I'm peacing out.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm like, are you good? Are you good? Yep, we're good. All right. Bye, guys. Megan Bain. My God, the power.
Outside with there. I wasn't paying attention.
Oh, I missed it too.
Penelope
Was there
Ford?
somebody on the outside? Oh.
Is that Penelope Ford? Yeah,
I believe so. Are they going to create some sort of alliance? They need a name like the Ops or the Oops.
Wasn't Penelope Ford in the ring with the last woman? Like, didn't she and Statlander have a match?
That's why I was like, that's yeah. And here comes Thunder Rosa, so that makes sense. We're getting a tag match out of this, obviously.
Is Penelope Ford and Kip Sabian still together in real life? I don't pay attention to like their real lives, but
that I don't know.
They should call themselves the War Raider Viking Experience. What is going on with this chair? This is the most awkward thing I've ever seen in my
Thunder Rosa
life.
doesn't look serious with it. Like,
no, this all needs.
Swing.
This is. Oh my god.
So we're getting Thunder Rosa and Statlander versus Ford and Bane out of this?
That was really, really odd. Really odd. I bet we're going to read some sort of nonsense tomorrow that somebody did something wrong. Because that was really odd.
I actually, as much as I do not like Max Caster, I like this nonsense that he's doing backstage with
it's fun.
The certificate that says that he's the greatest wrestler ever, and then he's just doing these open challenges and getting his butt kicked. Like, I love all of that. But also, where's Bowens? I need him on my TV again.
Yeah, I'm just now at the business with the chair. What the hell are they?
It's weird, right? Just awkward.
Like, come out with a kendo stick, something you can swing a little easier if you can't swing the chair. But we know she can swing a chair.
Oh, the open challenge continues on Saturday.
I can't wait to see who this is this week.
It says on Wikipedia that Megan Bain is billed from a city in Greece, even though she was born in Connecticut. So is she Greek?
I would guess so then.
It just occurred to me that I have no idea like what her background is.
Well, in professional wrestling, you can pretty much be whatever you want to be. I mean, Yokozuna wasn't Japanese.
Well, yes, that's true.
Here comes Ricochet. I assume to talk. And he's wearing the jacket.
Oh, Ricochet.
I was just thinking, I wonder if that's the jacket that Jimmy Rave wore. They
yeah,
like to
they've
do a
said
lot
that
of
a few
stuff
times.
with guys who've passed on, and I don't know how I feel about that. With Jay Briscoe and Owen Hart and Jimmy Rave. I don't know how I feel about that.
With Briscoe, because it's his brother, I don't mind it. With Owen Hart, because it's his widow, I don't mind it. With Jimmy Rave, it just feels like they're evoking the name because it's recognizable to some people.
Yeah.
Like, there's a time and a place, you know?
I'm sure his people, family, whoever would have had to okay that if they didn't ask and just
especially
did
if
that,
they got the
that's
jacket from him. Like,
yeah. Look at Ricochet cutting the promo. Cheap heat, but whatever. Those glasses are something.
Yeah, it's got that real nerdy thing going on.
I see other people talking about the chair thing on Blue Sky, being like, what is going on?
He's really leaning into the whole smarmy heel thing, eh?
I don't know if anyone else is going to find this funny, but I just posted on Blue Sky. I was like, what if we just started calling Ricochet Andrew Prostate? Is that funny? Is that a thing?
Why not?
You know, he is like, despite the stupid stuff he's been sharing and whatever, like, he is doing a good job as a heel, and it makes me
I love
it. It makes me wonder why nobody in WWE ever even thought to try. Like,
if
they
the
just
fans
wanted
are
him to
going
be
to lean into it, then just embrace it and go with it.
They just wanted him to be the high-flying superhero guy.
White meat, baby face, boring.
Yeah, which is what they did with Pac for a long time before he got to 205 Live and finally got to let loose as a heel, which was amazing.
On a side note, I was thinking about Samurai Del Sol the other day. Where is he?
Who?
Kalisto.
Oh.
Because he was released, right? I don't know if he's hurt or is he just not working anywhere, or am I not paying close enough attention?
Well, I mean, he did come into AEW and then he made everybody mad with the Brody Lee thing.
Oh, right.
Oh, it's Nana, not Swerve.
I mean, Wikipedia, the last thing it shows is him doing stuff with MLW and DDT in 2023. I'll look up his cage match. Let's see. It just looks like a bunch of small indies that he's been working for a while. Like, I barely recognize any of these names of promotions except for Revolver.
Okay.
MCW. Yeah, it looks like his most recent match was what promotion is this? Sans Restriction Chrono 3?
What is that?
Is that a game you reviewed?
Yeah, that sounds like a game.
That's either, I think that's the name of the event. So Sans Restriction, SANS, like, yeah, I think that's probably the name.
No. Yeah.
But sans restrictions is like, that's sans is like, isn't that French for no?
Yes.
Or
yeah.
Showing my ignorance of.
I really do not recognize very many names from the card he was on. So it looks like it was like a super indie, like a very, very tiny one.
Super indie, like regular indies, but they wear capes, or
no, like super indie is, and there was probably a couple of dozen people there at most.
I say that a lot, Boris. I'm like, I'm not even mad. I'm just like super disappointed. It's like regular disappointed, but I'm wearing a cape. I actually like this promo from Nana. I want Nana to hit him. Nana, hit him. Take the rope back. That ha-ha makes me laugh every time, though.
What, Ricochet?
Yeah.
Who is he referencing when he's doing that? Which rapper?
Oh, I don't know. My knowledge of rap music is surprisingly low.
I just remember when he first started doing it.
Is it, though? Is it?
Stop.
When he first started doing it, I remember somebody pointing it out, like, people who are annoyed by this don't understand that he's referencing this guy. And, like, I want to say it was somebody who had a T in their name, like their name started with a T.
Whoop, there it is.
No, it wasn't Run. Yeah.
All
no, it wasn't.
Zoom.
It wasn't Tag Team. It wasn't Run DMC.
He's saying there's no single confirmed source for it, even though fans speculate it's a combination of sounds he developed himself.
Well, we've blown the lid off it.
I've heard mixed things on Ricochet's music. What do you guys think of it?
I can't say I've really noticed it, so it probably does not stand out as good or bad. It's fully functional, serviceable, as I would say.
I think it's a good pro wrestling theme. Like it's an instrumental. There's no lyrics.
That's what I always say. Like I think it, if it's music like that, I just say, okay, it's serviceable. It's not good or bad. And I mean, that's good in this kind of case, because often you're just like, oh man, their song is so bad.
Sleep Country's offering 25% off. My God.
Kind of surprised Noah Wiley is doing another medical show.
And so is Ellen Pompeo from Grey's Anatomy.
Is it a Grey's spinoff or is it a new character?
No, I think it's a new character.
Because I know that
still on Grey's Anatomy though.
No, I think she left a couple seasons ago.
I'm surprised
I haven't watched
still going.
Yeah,
I got like super obsessed with that whole Elizabeth Finch thing for a couple days when I was watching that documentary. Oh, excuse me.
Oh yeah.
Boris, do you know who Elizabeth Finch is?
Nope, sure don't.
She is a writer for Grey's Anatomy who faked having cancer, faked having various mental health issues, faked that she had a friend die in the Tree of Life synagogue shooting. All these really terrible lies just to kind of get preferential treatment at work and advance her career.
That's brutal.
But like, she went to extreme lengths, like shaving her head to fake chemo, taping a piece of something to her chest so it looked like a port for the meds. Like,
just wild.
Yeah. And I feel so bad for the woman she ended up marrying, because she basically ruined this poor woman's life after it had already been ruined by a terrible, terrible previous husband. Like, you gotta like watch the documentary if you're into those kind of things.
Yeah,
it's
that sounds interesting.
Crazy story. It's on Peacock here. I don't know where it would be for you. Called Anatomy of Lies.
You sit on a throne of lies. All right, I want to eat my salad and go to bed. Is this over yet?
Almost.
We have our main event. Are Mark Henry and Paul White still under contract, or are they gone now?
Oh, I don't know.
Here comes Roderick Strong and his shitty little...
I always love Kyle O'Reilly, the way he comes out and he's just like he's just happy to be there. Like, this is a singles match, right?
Correct. For the International Continental, whatever it's called.
That's right.
Oh my God, JR is on commentary. God help us. A road that culminates at Revolution. Is Orange Cassidy still in his black variant?
No.
Yeah, I think that was like a
Oh,
Death
no, he's
Riders
not.
thing, you know? They drove him to be the Dark Cassidy, and now he's normal again.
So we got Excalibur, Taz, Ian Riccaboni, and Jim Ross. What an interesting commentary table.
They're going to be talking over each other.
Imagine doing that. Couldn't be us.
Asian Joe, we covered this earlier. Come on, man.
If you had been on time.
That's right. That's why Saginaw is so much better than Omaha. But I don't.
We were talking about them coming out with Adam Cole's music and the fact that Adam Cole doesn't wear the matching shirt. But they didn't come out to Adam Cole's music this time because it was Roddy's singles match, at least. So Boris was asking if he's reading too much into it to say that that means something. What do you think, Joe?
I'm probably seeing something that's not there.
Dustin, did you send that T-shirt to Boris as well?
What are we sending?
He sent me a shirt. It just says "Oops," the "Oops" never lacking. It should be always slacking though.
I have.
There
nothing.
You go. That's the merch right there.
Oops, always slacking.
Yeah.
Yeah, never lacking. I agree. It's great, Dustin. Thank you.
I mean, frankly, that should be Orange Cassidy's shirt when they were feuding. Like,
always lacking.
It just would have been funny if the Death Riders already had that shirt. Or the ops. Oh, shit. I was thinking it was Death Riders for a second. It's
I guess I'm not Dustin's favorite anymore. Because
I came up with it.
Never lacking. That's tremendous.
Yeah.
So do you guys miss the mustache on Roddy?
No.
Yeah, I think you speak
that was very
for
fast,
all
but yes, no. It made for great memes, but I didn't think it was particularly flattering for him. So
I think it
Why
worked
is there
good when
bad
he was a
blood
heel.
between Adam Cole and Orange Cassidy?
I don't know.
Because of wrestling?
Yeah, I mean, the answer is usually just because. I mean, it's probably something we saw last week and we've forgotten already. So
I also find it funny that all those people who were like teaming up to fight the Death Riders just stopped as soon as Cassidy lost.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
He goes and hugs Kyle O'Reilly.
Yeah, it's great, right?
Beautiful drop kick from Roderick.
Perfect.
The muscle memory of the competition.
OC has nobody out there with him. He's solo. Sad,
Didn't
no
he
friends.
have a group with like Mark Briscoe and somebody?
The conglomeration.
Yeah.
Is that still a thing, or is that not selling t-shirts anymore?
I don't think it's still a thing.
Well, it was fun while it lasted.
That was the one that Willow was part of, right?
Yeah. And why am I not thinking of it? The guy from New Japan.
Shibata?
No.
Oh, I know who you're thinking of. Yeah, I can't think of the Ishii.
Yes, Ishii. There we go.
I was like,
the guy with no neck.
Oh, that I would have known. Yeah.
The Stone Pitbull, which is by far one of the coolest wrestling nicknames.
Yeah.
There you go, Peggy. Damn, that was quick.
What's that?
Why are we going to commercial? Why can't I just eat salad and go to bed so I can get up at an ungodly hour? Of
the shirt. The shirt.
Oh, yeah, Dustin did it for me. Yeah,
that's awesome.
He sent you the new one too. Did I sent it to you, Boris? The always slacking.
Yes, you did. Oh no, there's a new one.
Yes.
My God, I can't keep track of all this excitement.
I said the never lacking. I said I'd rather have it as oops, always slacking. So Dustin came through and made it always slacking for me.
Fabulous.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
I'm going to make one of those.
The next one will just be OP for Ophelia Payne. It'll just be OP, always slacking. Yeah.
Mine should be BBB, always snacking.
Certified. There you go. Certified hater, I was going to say, but yes, always snacking is great as well.
Asian Joe's on the ball. My God, is this over yet? Jesus.
Asian
Murphy.
Joe is so smart.
It's true. And he hates Subway.
Gentleman and a scholar.
Big bald Boris. Hey, come on now, man. I thought we were friends. It'll happen to you one day too. And you know what? I'll be there.
To make
and
fun?
I'll be there to call you Shiny Dome Dustin or some nonsense.
Shiny
like
Dome Dustin. Oh my God.
I'll be in a wheelchair.
Is it Boris with 1 R, 2 R's, or 3 R's?
Excuse me?
Poke
some
the
things
bear.
aren't funny. And that's one of them.
Every time someone comes in and puts more than 1 R in his name, he's like, excuse me.
Annoys the shit out of me. I don't know why. It just does.
Well, that's like me with people thinking my name is Mueller.
See, that's why I asked, because I didn't want to be that guy.
I was hoping you were going to be that guy.
Here's what sucks is that was never a problem until that stupid FBI guy, Robert Mueller, became famous because he spells it the same way as me, but he pronounces it the wrong way because clearly his family is stupid.
Do you have an article called The Mueller Report?
No, I don't.
You should.
There is a person that is constantly shared on my feed on Blue Sky, and their username is Mueller, she wrote.
Yes. I actually thought that was yours at first and all.
That'd be funny if that was just secretly me.
Dominoes.
That was funny.
All right, have you tried the new orange cream Coca-Cola?
No, but I want to.
I didn't even know it was a thing.
The people in this commercial look really excited about it.
I only just got to try the Post Malone Oreos this week.
I hate you.
There's Post Malone Oreos?
Not in Canada. They informed me directly.
It's salted caramel and shortbread.
What?
The cream is salted caramel and shortbread swirled together, and then it's the golden Oreo and the regular Oreo cookies.
Right.
And I'm
we
just
don't
like,
get them in Canada? Thanks, Obama.
But, some, I think the Yeg Exotic, the import store carries them, but they're probably like $12 a pack or something foolish there. But speaking of the sodas, there's also strawberries and cream Dr. Pepper that I really want to try. Apparently, it's really, really good. Yeah.
There are no silent R's.
I need to have I need to find a place that will sell like single cans though. Like I don't need a 2-liter bottle or a 12 can like pack can, because what if I hate them? You know,
yeah.
Just...
Oh, who's the certified hater now?
Me. I mean, like.
Well, this is different. You're pre-hating on something.
Also, to be fair, online platforms were invented for bitchy women. So, like, I mean. Here I am, proving a point. Like,
that should be the name of this show.
Watch along with Big Boris and Bitchy Ophelia. I'm in for it. It's okay. And that bitch. Just put it that way. It's like
all the hands are going in the pockets, and Jim Cornette is rolling over in his grave, and he's not even dead.
You ate 3 of the Oreos. You have them as well, Asian Joe?
They have them in Omaha.
What cereal are you reviewing right now? Because Joe does cereal reviews.
What? Why am I just learning about all this stuff now?
Because he doesn't like to promote his own shit, so I'll promote everybody's stuff on here. It's fine.
Oh, that Red Panda cereal that I ordered from Amazon was legitimately good.
Oh, that was the one that was like corn pops, right? Basically.
Yeah, but it was like half peanut butter, half strawberry. So it was kind of like they mixed peanut butter Captain Crunch and the
like a
Crunch
peanut butter
berries.
and jelly Captain Crunch.
Essentially, yeah, but they were the size of Kix. They were a little smaller than the Captain Crunch balls. I really liked it though. I might order another. It was only like $5, so it wasn't even that bad on Amazon.
Yeah, when Oreos tweeted out there or put it on their Instagram, the Post Malone Oreos, I was like, "Are they coming to Canada?" And they were like, "No." And I was like, "Oh, I hate you."
Yeah, I think you even sent me that exchange.
Yeah, I was like, "That's bullshit." You have a Friends cereal? What does Friends cereal taste like? I'm a little concerned about that.
Like overpriced Manhattan apartments.
Hope it's coffee flavored or something foolish.
It probably would be since they were always at that coffee shop.
Beef sauteed with peas and onions.
That's right. It's trifle flavored.
Beach break. Does that mean this match is over and I can go eat?
Almost.
Damn it, Roderick Strong, and your stick-to-itiveness and your never say die attitude. Dynamite is live coast to coast next week. Isn't Dynamite live coast to coast every week?
Yeah, I thought so.
Vanilla latte flavor over cereal that looks like CT Crunch.
So, I mean, pretty much.
CT Crunch sounds like a finishing move where you drop somebody on their head. I'm going to give that move to somebody. I named Mars's finisher. I'm going to name somebody else's the CT Crunch. Actually, no, I'm not. That's bad taste. Change my mind. See how I just gaslight myself like that? I do it all the time. No,
You're
Boris,
like,
don't do that. It's stupid.
It kind of sounds like a CM Punk parody character to me.
CT Crunch?
Yeah. Have you ever seen?
I guess that's Captain.
Have you ever seen CP Monk?
I love CP Monk.
Yeah.
And Colt Cabani?
Mm-hmm.
Is that the Stronghold? All right, it's 8 o'clock. Go to the finish.
It doesn't usually go overtime too much on a weekly basis here.
If I didn't have to work, I wouldn't care. They could go all day. But some of us have to get up and clean ourselves and go somewhere.
God, that sounds awful.
Believe me, living proof.
Especially when it's been so cold here, Boris. I don't want to go out in that nonsense.
What is it for you guys right now?
It's warming up. It's minus 18 Celsius here right now. Let me.
What is that in freedom units?
I'm doing it for.
It's hold on, let me. It's like minus 1.
Oh wait, that's 18 degrees.
It's like -1.
Yeah.
I'm at 5 degrees Fahrenheit, which is the warmest it's been at night in a week.
So we got Orange Cassidy winning. So do we know how this works yet? Is it like a round robin thing? Is it a brackets thing?
I have not seen any bracket. I have not seen anything.
Because they're making it sound like it's a whole event. It's not just this one match, right?
No, it's a whole thing.
Yeah. Oh. Okay, so the winner gets to face Kenny Omega. Is that what they just said? But Kenny Omega doesn't have a belt. What am I missing?
So he has a match against Takeshita next week, and then the winner faces the guy that doesn't have the okay.
Yeah, at Revolution, he's fighting Kenny Omega, right?
I don't know what's going on.
And this is for oh god, I'm so confused. So he's fighting
This
Takeshita.
is the stupidest thing I've ever seen.
He's fighting Takeshita, and then the winner of that fights Kenny Omega.
Why does Omega get the title shot? Is it because they won their match at the whatchamacallit?
I have no idea.
Fucking hell. Okay, no, Don Callis. I want to eat my salad. I want to go to bed.
-6 in Omaha. Like, I'm assuming that's Freedom units, or is that Celsius?
That would probably be Fahrenheit, I would bet.
Yeah. I know some people will convert it to Celsius for me. Meanwhile, I usually just convert it to Freedom units because it's easier. Redheaded hippie? Rude.
Who's a redheaded hippie?
Callis called Orange Cassidy then.
Cassidy's not a redhead.
Yeah, he is.
I'm looking at a blonde.
It's strawberry blonde.
I'm very confused by everything that's happening right now.
Speaking of redheads, that Sheamus and Penta video today. So
yeah,
good.
that was great.
Sheamus was Penta was teaching Sheamus how to salsa dance. Well, here's Kenny Omega. I don't even know what's happening anymore.
Kenny's back.
You're a big fan of Zoe Sager, are you? That's cool. Yeah, she's pretty fantastic.
All right, hit Osprey's music so I can go eat my goddamn salad.
You have someone in our chat who's a Zoe Sager fan.
Well, I mean, who isn't a Zoe Sager fan?
Exactly. WWEID. First
announced
Canadian.
for those Maple Leaf Pro shows, which is cool as well.
Yeah. I'm wondering when they're going to present those ID belts for the first time.
Yeah, I wonder how that's all going to work. That fabulous, amazing idea. That's fabulous and amazing. And I never said anything bad about it.
You did not. We all imagined it.
It's fabulous. That was Boris with 2 R's. He said that. It's like my evil twin.
Bizarro Boris.
That's right. Wario.
Mario.
What's Boris backwards? That's Cyrob.
Oh. So that this makes no sense. Why is the winner fighting Kenny Omega when he's not the belt holder?
Yeah, I don't. Maybe we're missing some sort of thing that makes sense.
And we definitely didn't get Osprey, which is
Fletcher's
weird.
not there either.
What's that?
Fletcher's not out there either.
Ring's probably too small for them. Just to take it all back.
All right, I think it's looking like, unless there's some extracurricular activities, Collision, we'll see Chris Jericho and Bandito. That should be fun, I guess.
Thanks, Dustin.
Thank you, Dustin. Didn't they just have this match?
I thought so.
Thing?
That is the end of that chapter.
All right. All righty. Basically, just going to hit this one more time really quick. Again, March the 7th, Calgary, February 28th here. Saturday Night Love, Saturday on twitch.tv/lovewrestlingca, where you are watching this, or some of you are watching this right now at 10 p.m. Hello to all of our friends in Saginaw. Thank you guys for hanging out and watching the show today. Chris or Doc, you want to plug your stuff?
You can find all my work on Bleacher Report, and I'm most active on Blue Sky these days at Doc Chris Mueller.
Ophelia, anything you want to plug where you're going to be right now?
Yeah, I'm just heading over to our local establishment to talk about the new Captain America movie. It will be full of spoilers. We have all seen it. We're going to talk about everything that happened in it. So if you have not seen it, please don't come and spoil it for yourself.
There you go. All right. Thanks, guys. We will talk to you guys all on a Saturday. Good evening. Good evening. It's time for AEW Watchalong with Boris. Da, 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 da.
If you need a feature, you just go Dynamite, Dynamite, jazz hands, it's Dynamite time with Boris.